for us, I really do wish that we had something like StitchCrew when we started, because that you're in a room with people that think like you, who are trying to accomplish things like you, and then people who are really smart that help you, like Chris and Erica, who can kind of help navigate some of those pitfalls or some of those things. And so, finding that group of people is key, and allowing you to bounce ideas off of and get some feedback is really important. And you don't want people that's just going to say, oh yeah, thumbs up, great idea, like keep doing that. It's people that are like, hey, that's a terrible idea, like don't do that. I would never do that. Those are the people you want in your life. So.
I think you could rip ideas too. Like, I'm always stealing ideas from you. You were the first one to do 3D photos on Facebook. And within an hour of seeing that, our Facebook was 20 3D photos, and we got a huge bump from that because people had never seen it. They were asking how to do it. So we have a blog post that's how to do 3D photos on Facebook on our gardening website right now.
Am I getting paid for that?
I'm sorry. It was during the launch pad.
Oh, free mentor.
Yeah, contractual.
There's nothing wrong with stealing other people's ideas.
Yeah, always be looking out for what everyone else is doing.
Absolutely.
That's a good question.
Especially him. Follow him and steal everything he does. He does all the good stuff.
Sam?
I have questions for both. Ashton, how did you, so with like a subscription model, in the beginning when you were calculating lifetime value of your customers and you didn't know, you'd been through 2 or 3 or 4 cycles and things were going great, what signs did you look for? How did you calculate that? Or what were you betting on for people sticking with you?
The mission, making sure that people understood the purpose of why they were signing up. There wasn't a ton of thought behind anything other than we wanted to be clear on why they were signing up and why they were a part of this, and what they were getting from it. So, every booklet has a section on there about conversation starters, going deeper, measuring a relationship, finding ways for people to engage in that product and to find value in what they're doing. And so how we measure that is just by encouraging them to have open communication and to really engage in the product and not just put it in a closet and not be a part of it. So thanks for the question.
Good question.
Oh, sorry. So you had a follow-up?
Yeah, I had another question for Dale and Carrie. What are the nuts and bolts steps you took to form partnerships with existing local businesses, specifically Markham's, because I'm getting nowhere. And then also the Home and Garden Show. Who did you reach out to? Did you lean on an existing connection? How do you make that magic?
I don't know anybody, and I didn't know anybody in this space. So Markham's, so we had already had a blog at that point and a decent following on Facebook, I think. So us, it was, hey, we'd love to do a free kids gardening clinic.
It was
it was Earth Day. Carrie's a teacher, so it was really, we want to do activities for kids. We had it all lined out, and we started with K&K Nursery, their smaller one. I think it was the first one we did. So they had just bought that nursery. They were looking to hype it up. So sure, why not? And then we had this event. We do a lot of promotion for it. We did a really good job promoting it. And one thing I want to mention is you can get a lot of value out of Facebook groups. If you're an active member in the group and you comment on other people's stuff, you're not only just sharing stuff, and the algorithm really helps you out there. So I was very active in the Oklahoma Gardening Network, answering people's questions. And the key to that wasn't just answering a question that always said, hey, check out this. It was gave them an answer, some value, and if you want to know more, here's where we do this kind of stuff. It wasn't super salesy, And I just spent too much time not sleeping and doing that. All my anxiety time at night went to surfing that and just answering questions constantly. And around that same time, we were talking about these events. So I was sharing these events in these groups. So we had a lot of people that were being shared with teachers and things like that. So we had a really big turnout for that first one. And then it was can we do these every weekend? And then they really wanted us to come out. So then we became friends with them in that way. Smart Pots, again, we showed up with a spreadsheet of everything we'd sold in the past 6 months. Of, hey, we've sold 500 of your Smart Pots or whatever. And we can work together. Actually, that started with them. They found us. They found our YouTube channel before we even had an app and asked if they could send us a box of stuff because we had Smart Pots we had bought before then. So that's how that relationship started, and it just kind of grew. Plus, we're Oklahoma City based, so that helped, with them. And then Burpee was, all about just that video I sent after the launch pad, and then it's just developed since then. So Home and Garden Show, I went to their website, I found the contact information, and I just sent an email. And then the first person I talked to wasn't her department. She got in touch with the coordinator and had open space. And then it's just get that window of opportunity and deliver more than they've ever seen anything deliver. And you're their best friend now. And they all these shows need people. Like, they're always looking for space to fill and always looking for reliable people that are going to do what they say and that people walk away happy from. Because they're fighting fires all weekend. But they know with us, they've got a crowd full of people that are happy, that are learning, and that no problems with us, and people come to the show to see us. And just make yourself super valuable in that way. And then people want to partner with you. And now we get inundated with stuff of, like, every nursery wants to partner with us to do events and stuff like that. So now it's a problem if we don't have, it's hard. How do you say no without offending people? Like, it's a problem I do all the time, Like, just don't look at my email for a few weeks. That's the problem I do sometimes, So that's hopefully a good answer.